We're here, man. BSideShow.net.
Yes,
our Wednesday edition and our first official rap forum right here, man. I'm really excited for this because I know we all got lots to talk about. Hey, let's run it around the circle real fast, man. Let everybody know who you are.
Go for it.
Peace, Foci. I'm Foci.com. You see me all over LA. You're going to see me in New York, Toronto, Vancouver, all over the country, all over the world. Beautiful thing. I love hip hop. I represent it well. I do my best at it. Pasadena, 626 SGV. What up?
Mine's gonna be real simple. What's up, y'all? This is Big Lyrik, Big Lyrik Entertainment. You can reach us at Facebook, BigLyrikEntertainment.com, throwing shows. Make sure you check in all the time. BSideShow.net. Shouts out to Devious. Earlier, everyone was holding his wood. Shouts out to George, Cypher Effect. I see you. What up?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Frank Nitti. You know what I'm saying? That West Coast visionary. We in here live in the building. We got a lot of good souls up in here, and we just about to give you all that real shit that y'all been waiting for. You know what I mean? You can call me a small part of everything major, man, representing this black and brown gritty style movement. And you know that.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, right off the bat, man, I want to talk about something, and I'll say kind of like, I mean, I have a mixed opinion on this. I mean, we got lots of stuff to talk about. We're going to get to as much as we can for sure, but, you know, pay-to-play shows, man. I mean, I'm not sure what you guys think. I mean, to me, there's pros and cons. I mean, some of the artists that get there, they bring their crowd. They bring their crowd there, but in my opinion, a lot of them probably ain't ready to be on the stage, my dude. And I know Lyrik, man, you host a lot of shows, and we host some shows too as B-side, so we see that firsthand, man. Some of these cats ain't ready to be on the stage, you know what I mean? But I think because like one of their homies told them make a rap or whatever. But I give them props for bringing their crowd and selling their tickets, man. I mean, go ahead, man, talk about it.
Well, that's either way, because whether it's a pre-sale show or a non-pre-sale show, there's cats on non-pre-sale shows that don't belong there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's cats that, I mean, it is what works best for you. Because I mean, as I'm talking, I can just feel Paws breathing on my fucking neck right here.
Shout out to Paws.
What up, Paws?
One of those to go. But I mean, in my opinion, because I work both sides of shows. I've worked pre-sale shows, and I personally throw non-pre-sale shows. It all works what's best for you. You know what I mean? Whether you're for it or against it, that's cool. You have your opinion, but you feel like you want to take your business. But at the end of the day, whether you're not doing it and you're comfortable in that lane, that's you. And if you do pre-sale, it's like that's your business choice. And yeah, you know what? That means anybody can just jump on a fucking bill with everybody, but they're doing it, so that's on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just whatever route works best for your own business.
What you think, Nitti?
I think that a real show ain't gonna have a gang of artists like that where you could pre-sale, because you damn sure can't pre-sale Nicki Minaj's shows and all the high-end shows. So the pre-sale game, I look at it like keep the showcases showcases. You know what I mean? When you got 10 artists and none of them know how to rap, you know what I mean? And maybe like I was telling Lyrik outside, you got a headliner, you know what I mean? Maybe you got E40, maybe you have Method Man and Redman, but you got 10 whack-ass artists that sold tickets. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's just too much of that. I feel like it should be like one or two. And then being a promoter, it's your job to bring a good show. So if you got all these whack ass niggas, that's on your name, not mine. You know what I mean? So I look at it like that because it is a hustle. You know what I mean? But I feel like it needs to be monitored. Like, nigga, if you got all these whack ass niggas, because some promoters, they don't give a fuck. All they want is the money. They're like, oh, you can sell 50 tickets? Oh, okay, here you go. Yeah. And now you just messing. That's where hip hop is where it is right now. It's off balance because there's so many people trying to do it the wrong way. And like back in the days, it wouldn't be like that. It wasn't none of that shit. You was not hopping on no Dog Pound, DJ Quick, MC8. You wasn't hopping on shows like that. You really had to learn how to rap and pay your dues. It's like going to college. And you gotta go. You know, you gotta start out as a freshman before you can get on that varsity stage.
And it kind of like, you know, kind of messes up for the maybe casual hip hop fan. It kind of messes it up for them. They go in to see a show and then they see these people like, what the hell are they doing on the stage, dog? I'm here to see. You know what I'm saying?
They get tired.
What you think, Foci was ready.
You already know. I've done pre-sale shows to no end. I and my team and the way we do things, it only benefits us because I actually am a business owner. So the times that we may not make our ends meet, I'm able to write off that expense at the end of the year as a marketing expense. Take a look at this flyer. Y'all gonna see this all over. Method Man, Redman, we're doing that show. Mobb Deep, we're doing that show. Fremont, San Francisco, we're doing that show. Big Crit, Smoke Dizzle, we're doing that show in San Diego. We have markets in those areas. In order to get into those venues, to do it off the strength of our own, it's almost impossible. Why? Because they have that pre-sale arrangement, which isn't cool. Because, I mean, we've done it, and like on a business angle, because like I am an artist, but I'm also a business person. It's I personally feel it's flat out wrong. This is exactly what's wrong with hip hop in LA.
Exactly.
This is exactly what's wrong back east and other markets down south in Atlanta. I went to A3C, the convention, you know, like to participate, politic and all of that. Because, you know, it's like, I love LA, but you got to get your music outside of the region that you're from to see if people messing with it. Because if they are, then you know you're for real about it. And like, you know, people really checking for you. But anyways, even down in Atlanta, like to rock a song at a venue, they charge you $25, $40. Now there's an embedded crowd. So it's a little bit of a different arrangement. You get one song, $40, you put it down, and it's up to you to make that money back. But out here, we're talking about, you don't even want to know the numbers on these shows. And I have, personally, I have every right to be on that show. And the reason why I say that is because I'm dope. But all the rest of the cats are not. Very few of them are. And like, I was grateful to have a career that allowed me to have racks of money to just put up, which I would get back. You know, I made this flyer. I do my graphic design. I got my own street team. That Most Def show, I know we had everything to do with that show becoming successful because we were promoting everywhere. The promoters of the event, no offense, they're not out there. They're not out there politicking with anybody that does this. They're not at the airliner. They're not at you know, tonight, what we have going on, Low End Theory. We're going to be out there passing out flyers. We out there doing it. Like, even the Beat Swap Meet, I'm passing out flyers, the Most Def flyers, and cats like, yo, we didn't even know this was happening. We gonna be there. We gonna get tickets from you. Word is one of the presale. Oh, it's all right. We'll still mess with it because we know that you're on it and you've been doing all these other shows.
But there's not to cut you off, but there's a flip side to that. Because now it's like I'm hearing everyone's think, but as the promoter, let's say, the reality of it is, unless you have the cult following groups like a Tech Nine or like even a Nicki Minaj, let's say, Nicki Minaj can sell out a venue just on name straight killer. So you can add two openers and you know it's packed. But the same token, bigger names, which I've done with, and even somewhere you go. I mean, I'm not putting no one on blast, but let's say that's fucking, whether it's DJ Quick, E40, I don't care. Bottom line is that they themselves do not sell out that venue. You can promote and you can go to every college and hit flyers and shit like that, but depending on the way the night lines up, I mean 40, 50, 60, 100, 150 in a 1,000, 2,000 person venue, if you just relied on that, even if you flooded the market, took out newspaper ads and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? It still might not hit when you have a venue that costs $10,000 to rent, and you have to pay security, and you have to pay your staff, and you have to pay for all that, and you have to catch back up to your deposits. There's only so many good rappers in LA amongst a million fucking whack rappers that don't have a crowd. You can only pull those same good ones that many times for your shows. You can't repeat them every fucking show, so you have to go through in order to cover your ass, because if you put 5 motherfuckers on there, 3 dudes, and they don't bring but 8 heads and think they're doing it, you're gonna take a big chunk of L when you got a $10,000 bar guarantee that they're not drinking. And sorry, the reality is, if you don't do pre-sale, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But non-pre-sale shows, unless you're a Chang that's throwing like Rock the Bells or all his shit, which are very non-pre-sale, you know what I'm saying? But he has sponsorship financing that goes behind it. To take an L for a local promoter, that can make or break rent this month. Because you failed to pull your rent. It's a business arrangement.
See, that's it right there. The sponsor game. A lot of these promoters, why are you even doing a show if you ain't got no money? Regardless, you should already like when Method Man and these niggas come. You gotta have your bread. Period. I don't care if 10 people. I don't care if 10 people come. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. All that's marketing. We talking about having these whack ass niggas perform and boring the crowd, because now it's fucking up the whole.
They don't want to come back.
Hip hop. They don't give a fuck.
And that's on you. Direct support for all of these acts
because you using 10 acts to help pay for this artist that's trying to come and have a show. That's what it is. That's why I say the promoters got to stop being so damn janky. Get a sponsor.
Where do you guys think that it got lost? The promotion aspect of it. Do you think when the whole Sean Henley came into it, because they were kind of like the innovators, I guess, of the whole.
Not actually, no, because this is where a lot of people fail to don't understand. Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses used to battle who could sell more tickets to do their show at the Whiskey. This was back in fucking
Was
the
old
80s,
school.
80s.
Yeah.
And they were selling tickets to get into that venue, and they were battling each other who can. They would blow out the tickets. They all
But they
became
were
the biggest
good.
fucking
They
band.
were good.
Okay.
And they're legendary acts.
But that's with any genre. You can be country, you can be
Internet.
opera. If you fucking
This
rock,
internet
you're
came.
good.
The internet
That's-
came.
I think that's where I was going to
And
point.
now, once the internet came and they feel like they got these little followers, now
Yeah,
they
yeah.
become rappers because they get drunk. And then they got their fans thinking that they can rap. And they
No, no.
faded and they
They ain't got no
coked out
fans.
and they
Yeah.
off
Pay for
mollies.
that.
You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, I think I could be a rapper. Then you got this promoter.
That's their homies.
Hey, can you
They're
sell
buying
50
followers, they're buying
tickets?
views on
Hell yeah,
YouTube.
we cracking. Yeah, we
Buying
cracking.
Facebook
Go on my
likes.
YouTube. I got 1 million views. Nigga, you don't have 1 million views.
Pay
You
for
lied. You spent $200 and got 100,000 views, and you go into these promoters, and these promoters don't know shit about the internet
fall for
game,
it.
and they fall for that shit. And that's how your whack ass got on here and performed, and all these people is following you, and you a fake lie. You a mimic.
And
Yeah.
even promoters, they as well do the same thing. They don't go out as far as in the streets. They're not out there pushing and really being.
Certain promoters, I myself.
Well,
Yeah,
Not
I'm
you,
sorry.
not
I'm sorry.
you.
Yeah, let me rephrase
I
it.
put in my work. Sorry.
About 90% of promoters are basically just utilizing the internet, which is a good tool in a sense, but just like I think in society, we all gotten lazy, and these promoters gotten lazy, and they took the whole proper fundamentals of what it is to be a promoter, to be in the streets, to putting
Hey,
money in the back.
hey,
end.
like one of
And
the
they're just-
things-
they're just putting it just because you're reposting or you're creating an event page, it doesn't
No, they'll sell it.
solidify that you're gonna have a great event.
One of the things I always say too is like I still I mean all three of you guys, because I know you guys and I see you guys out there, but that's the thing, like I still network the old-fashioned way and I go places.
Yep.
Like it ain't just about the internet, man, and that's another thing we
That's why
gotta
I do
talk.
radio shows like BSideShow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Unity and how that
Unity.
whole came. How rest in peace, Bigger B.
Big, yep.
There, when a promoter actually knows the opening acts, that means a lot. Instead of me signing a contract, and I mean, say I can't say that, okay? I gotta be careful because like we're working with these dudes, and you know I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I really don't care at the end of the day.
But
really
there's
when
no-
it comes
but
down
this
to
is
I
a
it-
know for a
business,
fact they
though.
didn't tune in, so you can go.
They're on next week.
But
No,
it doesn't make sense that when I'm pushing an event and or my company is behind it, I get a call from Juan Artest asking for, yo, where do I get, can you arrange 2 bottles for me plus 1, you know, on the comp, because I want to come see Mobb Deep at House of Blues. Why is he calling me? That shows that I'm promoting this and my team's promoting this harder than the person that organized the event.
That's because
And
he called me that night and I didn't want to set it up.
Get out of here. He called me at 1 p.m.
His boy just called me today.
No, this is 2 years ago.
Come
This
on,
is at
Ron
the House of
Artest,
Blues
you
Club.
got money for a bottle of
But
gin.
no,
I'm just kidding.
like,
Just
but
kidding.
like the point I'm trying to make is that
That don't
as
work
an
no more.
artist, like I'm starting to realize, and it's not just me, there's a lot of artists in LA that are gonna stop doing pre-sale shows, period. And what's gonna happen is all those companies that were doing that, out of business. Out of business. And cats are gonna be doing stuff at art galleries, and people gonna do stuff in warehouses, whatever it takes, so I don't have to, over the past 3 years, like I've done, earn somebody else $40,000 and I didn't see a dime of it.
Yeah.
Because
no.
that's how many shows that I've done. I mean, I do my taxes every year, I do it myself. I see my write-offs, like this year, I mean, whatever, and all the money that's spent. And of course that builds my brand up, and like this is stuff we could cash in, like, you know, that there's great relationships that have forged. Frank, like Big Lyrik, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. But at the same time, as an artist, I would love for it to be somebody seeing what I'm doing, seeing what Paz One's doing, seeing what like the dope MCs in LA are doing, and say like, you know what? Let me build my brand with you. Because you've already shown to me over the past 15, 20 shows that you've done with me that you're
Resume.
working.
Your
And
resume
Cass
is
is
big now.
Cass knows what's up. You know, people know what's up. Everybody in LA kind of, you know, not to put myself on a pedestal, but you know.
See,
You
but,
see.
but everyone's talking about pay to play. Now, pay to play covers everything. That everyone's hanging on anything that has to require them investing in to get further now.
Hey.
Because I got dudes like
Yeah.
Cypher Effect, for example, right? Cypher Effect went on his own, just started, and it wasn't a forum to be who's the best MC. It was just a forum to give chance a cat to just bust.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? And he did that out of just exposure. Now his episodes will get more than anybody's personal fucking video. Only a select few get as much exposure as being on Cypher Effect. Whether the thing, but the thing is, you gotta understand that takes time for a person to set up all fucking 5 people, film the shit, go home, edit it, fucking do all this shit, produce it, put it all together, release it on your website, and then so if someone like that says, "Yo, dude, it costs me gas money, I'll get you guys, but look, just hook me up with $25 because that way I can pay for my gas and my time editing, and you're the one as an artist that's about to get a guaranteed fan base exposure of anywhere from 25,000 legit views up to 150 like Reverie's fucking episode or 200,000 episodes, and then dudes are right back on them like, yo, fuck that, I ain't getting on that show, that's pay to play. Motherfucker, that's just exposure.
That's a little different.
But
that's
no, there's a whole battle. I know someone in there's
promotional media.
marketing.
Like if I'm really like on my grind as a musician, if you look at this flyer, I can't even put the main promoter's name on this flyer. You know why? Because cats are gonna tear it up and throw it away. They won't come because of who's promoting the event, and it makes it so hard for me. I have to brand it as though the Velasco is throwing it, or so and so is throwing it.
Which, by the way, I'll be hosting that event too. So.
That's right.
But like, it makes it so difficult. It shouldn't be like that. And this is a conversation that like, it's like you just went right into it.
Yeah, I wanted to get right into it. Though.
You got all excited.
He was like, yeah.
But
Other
like,
topics?
but no,
Yeah,
but,
yeah, we're gonna get to
this
it.
is what screws up the LA scene. This is what makes everybody think that they can rap, because they can pay. They can choose not to sell tickets, because I know a lot of acts that don't. We always sell all of our tickets, are very close to all of them, or more than we have, so we get a couple dollars back. Like we've done really well on some shows, but there's cats that are so ill that need like a team behind them or whatever that legitimizes the event, makes people want to come back and do all of that, and you find that like when you do events of that sort, you have a better situation than, oh man, I gotta sit through an hour and a half of just garbage. Like, yo, this is a KRS-One show, and this dude sounds like on some, I don't even want to say about his name, like some just jiggy swag rap. It doesn't even go together at all.
Jiggy swag.
Janky promoters.
Swag rap.
Janky promoters.
They only care about the dollar.
Fuck the janky.
And they don't care about the art form. They don't care about the artist.
Hey man, what I want to say too is I hope that, and then the people that are in the chat room and everything right now, man, I hope like especially artists, especially younger artists, I hope they're taking notes right now, because real talk, there's a lot of knowledge in this room right now too. And shouts to Paz, because on our next forum, we got to get Paz up in here too, man. That's Paz got some shit to say.
What you young rappers gotta understand too is when you go do a show, whether you do a non pre-sale or a pre-sale, whichever way you do it, you gotta think. Don't just get up there and rap and stand there and be a boring ass rapper to me. Everyone's rapping in LA. You better put on a show. That's what people
No,
want
you know what you should tell them? Don't rap. Stop. Get a job, get a career,
That's true.
invest in yourself. It's like this thing today.
Get a paper route.
College, what do you get? A full scholarship to Michigan
Gave it
State,
up to be a rapper.
and he lost his scholarship so he could have a rap career. And it's like the dude didn't even have a career. And I listened to his song, and it was just straight trash. This is what happens. This is what happens when money speaks louder than talent. Because anybody with a dollar can put money in a pot and say, I'm a part of it, do the thing, and at the end realize they have no place to be in there. Don't rap.
You know
Get a
what?
job.
Real talk. We're gonna get into a video because we're gonna come right back. But the thing is like I wish people can see it. Always people say, if I knew then what I know now. But if everybody didn't want to be the rapper, you guys could have careers in production and filming and producing and engineering. Like you could still be in music, but you wouldn't be the main rapper. And they don't understand
There's
that.
multiple ways you can make money in hip hop.
Exactly.
You'll make more
It's not
than a
just
rapper.
rapping.
Exactly.
And you'll make more
For
than
those
a
who work in warehousing or anything like that, as an example, or even in any company, really, you go into a company, you got your job, you're doing the job, but you want to be at this position. But there is other opportunities that you could be the manager, you could be, a stalker, or you could be a cashier, whatever the fuck you want.
You don't. Stalker?
I'm just using an example.
You go to jail for that shit nowadays. Nobody's know.
Not that stalker. Please don't bring up rabbit.
Hey man,
Case pending.
Case pending. But what I'm saying though is that like in this industry, like when I got into this industry, I had a chance to go ahead and I got performance stuff like that though. But I've always had a passion of being in the business aspect of things. I like to create things, and I want to create a platform for people because that was my thing. I liked the media aspect of stuff, and hence why we are doing what we're doing.
And we didn't even know each other way back then. We just ended up coming together.
You know
for
what
this
we had
show.
a problem is when people like you do that, stay doing that.
Yeah.
Don't later on start networking and
Yeah.
thinking, hey, I just met this nigga who could give me distribution. Hey, I could get on these shows, and then don't start getting drunk and getting faded. And then next year, now you're a rapper now.
Yeah.
And then now you're a director, and you start jumping in all these
There's
different
nothing
characters.
wrong-
Just stay how you
there's
are.
Nothing wrong with getting your feet wet and experiencing that because that's part of this culture. It's experiencing, but there's a point to where we're like, you know what, this isn't really my expertise, but
Yes.
I do like doing this.
Yeah.
Maybe I should focus on this, and I can go ahead and maybe be able to do something with it.
And literally,
that's what people need
and
to start
literally,
doing.
you
Stop
could
rapping.
walk down the street on your own street, and I live on a dead end, dog, that has about 6 houses. Every other door, there's probably a rapper, dog, and that's on
Yeah.
the little dead end. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
while-
A so-called rapper.
While
but-
we're on the air, copyright 33% of that shirt we're about to print that says "Stop rapping."
yeah.
I'm making it on record.
It's
which is
on record,
recorded.
documentation.
33% of that is my
Hey,
brothers
cross it
on
out
Stop
like they
Rapping
do the-
shirt.
Hey, let's get into this
Rapper
video.
takes it.
Let's
Yeah.
get into this video, man, because we got more topics to hit. I told you we got knowledge in this building right now,
All
man.
right.
Let's get into this video, Whitey. We'll be right back. Peace
Yes,
out.
yes.